I will not say more because a lot has been said about the E8. What they have achieved, which we can see, is really telling us it's possible to eliminate malaria. What is needed is collaboration, both at the national, regional, and of course, continental level. In 2015, the AU came up with a concept of the Africa we want that is elaborated under Agenda 2063. The continent, therefore, under that program, inspires to be prosperous based on inclusive growth and sustainable development, and a continent determined to eradicate poverty, and that African people have a high standard of living, quality of life, sound health, and well-being. And there's no way we can talk about sound health if there is malaria in the continent. In 2016, African heads of states and government went further to endorse a goal on the African free of malaria by 2030. And in August 2018, SADC heads of state and government signed the Windhoek Declaration on the elimination of malaria in the SADC region by 2030. And that has been elaborated by the previous speakers. This committee, thus committing themselves to the shared data and support domestic funding for malaria elimination. And these are all underlining the political commitment which is there for the eradication of malaria. I want to remind ourselves that all those decisions, though done by our head of states, puts a responsibility on all of us as African citizens, as African visitors, to make sure we have made our contribution to the elimination of malaria. Our coming here today is a clear demonstration that we are all committed to the fight of malaria. And this is the pledge that we are expected to do today on our own behalf, as well as on behalf of the governments we are representing. Malaria can be eradicated. It is possible. It is doable. And what we need is collaboration at the national, at the regional, and continental level. Also, at the household level, we need to collaborate. When we are informed as to what should we do in order to prevent malaria, we need to collaborate and do that. When you are told to use mosquito net, make use of the mosquito net. The Minister of Health talked about after fishing, because that's the experience. We have seen that some of the mosquito nets, which are given to prevent malaria, some are using them for fishing. And that is unacceptable. You are showing that you are not cooperating with all those who are involved in the eradication of malaria. I would therefore, once again, like to thank all the development partners I have mentioned before for their support and continued support to our programs to eliminate malaria. And I call on those who are not yet part of the program to join in. That is the right thing to do, because in so doing, we are saving lives, and at the same time, we are contributing to the realization of Agenda 2063, which is calling for Africa to be a developed and industrialized continent. I will not conclude before I thank the E8 Secretariat under the able leadership of Dr. Kavhu, the ambassador of E8 malaria elimination, and your team. You are doing a commendable job, and as SADC member state, we really appreciate what you are doing. And that is giving us assurance that if Africa deploys its human resources appropriately, the Africa we want under Agenda 2063 will be realized. I once again call on all of us to make our pledge to support the malaria elimination program. I thank you for your kind attention. I thank you once again for your presence here. It's a good commitment, and we don't take it for granted. Thank you.